Does this look familiar? The truth is, Lagos is more prone to flooding than you think. Already, people's homes and livelihoods have been displaced in the past. So how did we get ourselves to this mess? And more importantly, how do we get out of it? Let's talk about something that we don't always really think about, but it really affects all of us here that lives in Lagos State. The fact that we are living in a coastal city. Now, being close to the water may sound really nice and all, like cool beach vacation vibe every single day, but it brings some real dangers that we cannot overlook. And one big thing is flooding. We've seen how the rain can turn streets into rivers in minutes. It's wild. And then there's the constant threat of coastal erosion, which just means our land is disappearing bit by bit, thanks to the water. Now let's look at how developers are making things worse. You know, the Ikoyis, the Banana Islands, all those high-end areas we probably hear about. They are built on water basins, practically. And most of these places are meant to naturally hold water. But developers are sound feeling like it's nothing. Like, hey, no big deal. Let's just throw up sand in there, build luxury apartments. It sounds crazy, but that's exactly what is happening. They are sand filling the land without thinking about the long-term effects. And it's not just affecting drainage and causing floods. We've seen the worst-case scenarios with some terrible building collapses in the past, which is just a foreboding of what would be when we come to the climax of all of this that we're doing currently. I'm sure you remember the Ikoyi disaster. 21 floors came crashing down. People lost their lives. Then there was the Banana Island collapse. 7 floors gone just like that. These were supposed to be major wake-up calls, but the truth is they could also have been avoided, these incidents that I spoke about. These developments that cause these problems are often illegal or don't follow proper planning and building regulations. And that's where things get really, really dangerous. When you start messing with nature like that, building on unstable land, cutting corners, it's like playing with fire, or in this case, playing with water, literally. So what's the deal with the Lagos master plan? You know, the plan is supposed to make the city developers develop properties safely and properly. A lot of the areas that are being built up now, especially in some high-end places, were never part of the original master plan. These places were basically waterlogged areas or areas not meant for heavy development and supposed to be for conservation. But here we are, fancy buildings popping up everywhere, and the question is, where is this master plan now? Has anyone seen it? Is the master plan in the room with us? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? We're building and building and building, but are we thinking about the future? Are we thinking about sustainability? I think we're only thinking about resilience, building resilient structures to withstand flooding, to withstand the water. What about our safety in the long term? The truth is we need to start paying attention before nature forces us to. And it will be a madman that will start to prepare for emergency when you're experiencing it. We need to start preparing before. Because let's face it, when the water decides to take back what it has, we'll be in big soup, trouble, to put it lightly. Let's face it, Lagos real estate is one of the biggest investments you can ever make. But here's the thing, where you buy is just as important as what you buy. After all, real estate is about location, location, location. But with the growing risk of flooding, especially in those areas facing the lagoon and the Atlantic, you've got to be smart and strategic about your investment. Not every place that looks fancy or offers a waterfront view is safe. In fact, some of those waterfront estates are more of a ticking time bomb than a solid investment. And this is not me saying don't invest in waterfront properties, but I'm saying be more conscientious about where you're buying, considering Lagos is a coastal city and considering the risk of flooding and considering that many developers are not even following sustainable guidelines to building. So where should you be actually looking to buy? Well, more planned estates are the way to go. They are not just more organized, but they are also usually located in safer, non-flood prone areas. Take Macares, for instance, a very, very beautiful masterpiece, modern and built with long-term sustainability in mind. They put thought into the drainage, they put thought into every single bit of the estate. And I think that will be the way to go forward. Then there's Alaro City, which is part of the larger Lekki Free Trade Zone, offering well-planned infrastructure with minimal risk of flooding. AROP, a global organization, designed the infrastructure master plan and the engineering designs for the infrastructure works, including drainage, utilities, pavings, and the roads. The city is modeled into two major zones, the industrial zone and the commercial and residential zone, created so future communities can work, live, and play all within the development. The infrastructure is designed to enhance the livability of the city by reducing flood risk and the heat island effect through the creation of green spaces. Following the site steering and its natural topography, the master plan by Skidmore, Owens and Merrill in collaboration with city planner based in Lagos was designed to accommodate a major drainage system in response to Lagos' vulnerability to flooding. To give context, Skidmore, Owens and Merrill is an award-winning architectural firm established in Chicago from all the way back in the 1930s, responsible for major projects like the Manhattan West Towers, New York, Burj Khalifa, Dubai, Canary Wharf, London, Apollonia City, Ghana, Tatu City, Kenya. Continuing with Alaro City, it was developed into greenways and retention ponds by Arab to serve as a natural water harvesting process, as well as the major site drainage discharge point designed to control flooding. This sustainable urban drainage system will create green corridors throughout the site and provide retention space for residents. A sustainable urban drainage system was also designed in Alaro City for the road's main drainage channel. Natural trapezoidal green bioswales and rain gardens were incorporated alongside trees and green landscaping adjacent to the roads and pavements. This green infrastructure will absorb water and are cost-effective compared to typical reinforced concrete channels. Like I said, this is the future, and you can read more about sustainable urban drainages. They are a really, really big thing. Projects, PhDs, theses are done around it, and they're a cost-effective, green, natural way to control drainage. And all of these you have being incorporated in Alaro City as the future and the way to go. And the reason why I am recommending estates like Alaro City, Macares that I mentioned, is that these estates are developed with actual foresight and proper drainage systems, unlike places where they just throw up buildings without thinking. There was a heartbreaking, so funny, and frankly sad video that I saw that a popular social commentator went to Lekki and then he kept on shouting, "This is Lekki." People could not even go into their houses. And what sense does it make spending hundreds of millions, even running to billions, and in the rainy season you can't even get into your house? To me, it frankly doesn't compute. You might be wondering, is it waterfront supposed to be luxurious? This is not me making a case against waterfront. Like I said, it's all about planning. A well-planned estate with a specific plan for drainage. And the thing about it is that even though that estate has a specific plan for drainage, what about their neighbors? For instance, I live in a particular estate. I would not like to call the place. The entire estate had a good drainage plan. But when you come out of the estate, literally when you come out of the estate, the water is going to the road. And the other people that are there do not have a good drainage plan. So you're literally coming out of your estate to meet the water. And then you literally had to swim in it. I mean, literally, whether by water or you're using a car. And the bottom line is this. If you're looking to buy property in any area in Lagos, think about it long term. Stick to areas that are well planned, not on the front lines of coastal risk or irresponsible planning. Trust me, waking up to a flooded house or a collapsed building isn't the kind of luxury you want to spend your hard-earned money on. need help finding properties in safer, well-planned areas other than the ones I've mentioned, don't hesitate to contact us. We've got access to some of the more and the most secure areas in Lagos State, and will help you to make a solid, literally solid investment without the risk of being washed away the next rainy season. Because I think Lagosians tend to forget after every single rainy season and wait for the next tragedy. But don't let that be your case. Thanks so much for watching. Kindly like, kindly share, kindly subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly like, share, subscribe. See you at the very next video. Bye-bye.